incredible.
Was he actually mad that you walked in? You said you would get in trouble for that.
No, actually, no one said anything. Honestly, the most crap I got for was that I didn't take. They thought I was going to take a knee at the one so Christian would score. And I was just like, you know what? That's more of, you should be mad at Debo or Juice for that because that was later in the game. Yeah. So that's on them, not on me. Fair. Christian has a lot of touchdowns, so he's going to get a lot more. It's fine. I will not. I won't sleep. I won't lose sleep over that.
Who's the one that gave you a hard time about that?
Kyle did. He's like, George, you're walking. You might as well just take a knee. It's like, no. You don't get to walk in the end zone very often either. It's pretty fun.
George, you've talked about the impact of having Debo and Trent on the field. Can you put it into terms, and not just having them back, but what they mean to this team in terms of kind of setting a tone and their style of play and their vision?
I mean, you can just see it every time, our team walks out to the bump box, when like that energy that they bring, that confidence that they bring, whatever it's swagger, confidence, whatever it is, it's like when they bring that out there, it just kind of elevates everyone else around them, and it just gives this team a confidence. And you can see when they're not out there, it is just a little bit different. We have to be able to win without, Trent and Debo, obviously, which we didn't. But just whenever they're, whether it's in the locker room, walking out to the field, they've been warm-ups, like they just have this aura about them that just incites being a great football player. And so that's like the best thing they bring besides their, awesome ability on the football field.
How did you feel that on Sunday?
I mean, anytime I'm in a huddle with Trent Williams, anytime you call a run play, I'm pretty confident. Like, honestly, I'm incredibly confident because I don't think there's anybody that can go against me and Trim as a combo. And then just whether it's like front side, outside zone by himself, like he can widen anything, gives Christian more running lanes. And then all the things that we can do with Debo too, like all this stuff where you can move him to the backfield, Christian out wide, and just like that part of our game that defenses have to account for. It just makes them have to think about so many things, and if they're thinking about a whole bunch of things, they're playing a step slower, and that's why you get to see all these explosive plays. And just Debo and Trent, they just bring so much to this offense every time.
George, when you played Tampa last year, that was Brock's first start, Tom Brady, it was 28-0 at halftime. Brad was chanting Purdy's name. I mean, and you guys on the sidelines were going crazy. I mean, I know you guys had confidence in him, but that seemed like, a little bit Hollywood stuff. Like, do you remember, just the emotions and did it feel a little surreal, like what happened in that first half against him?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you are up 28-0 on Tom Brady, I'm assuming that's a pretty incredible thing. I think I'm 1-0 against Tom Brady in my career. I don't think a lot of people can say that. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, the NFL is really difficult. Obviously you have to go out there and you have to win every single Sunday, and anybody can win. And when you're up 28-0, it's just kind of like, holy cow, how did this happen? And that's a credit to both, Brock playing really well under pressure and making those throws when he needs to throw them, and our defense making plays. And when you have a defense like our defense, you can kind of play even, you can run the ball, you can pass the ball. It's like 50-50. You don't have to just rely solely on your pass game. So yeah, it was kind of unbelievable. And but the more you play with Brock, you more understand this is just going to be consistent, which is pretty awesome.
George, on the touchdown, I'm curious this already, but did you know as you're walking to the line that you're going to get ISO'd on Lloyd on that play?
On the motion, I saw that instantly, just how they bumped over, and they didn't carry anybody with me. He kind of walked down, and I knew there was a one-on-one. Hey, George. I knew there was a one-on-one outside with, I think I was Ayuk. So, yes, I knew I was going to get that opportunity, and really all I was hoping for was that the safety cut Ayuk, because that means I'm getting the ball, which is exactly what he did. You saw Purdy's actually throwing it, sees it. It wasn't even a pump fake. He was about to rip that. And just being able to hold on to that football and then go back and toss it up again to me on a one-on-one. Just thankful for that opportunity for it to pan out like that.
Were you surprised that you had as much on that ball as you did?
No, I mean, like the depth of it, like how far it went.
When you guys watched the film, you see he didn't follow through and he didn't really get to step into it. He kind of
that bionic arm, man. Just there's something about it. That's just Purdy, man. I expect that from him, honestly.
The first play of that Tampa.
Ball on that route before?
In games, yes. It's just usually when I catch that ball, there's like a safety that's back there, so I just get tackled at like 25, 30 yards. In practice, I swear you run it like 3 times a week, and I swear I score on it at least once every single time. And that's one of our, we like calling that play. It's it's you don't always get man coverage like that, with a safety that cuts that first guy. So just anytime Kyle can call that, it's awesome. And he also said too, as fun as, hey, Jacksonville when it's second and short, they always go man coverage. So you go in at halftime and Kyle has like, hey, these are the next 10 plays that I want to run based on what the defense has been giving us. That play was not on there, and fortunately we got the second one. And so he just called that out of the blue, and I was like, oh, well, this will be fun. We didn't really practice that week, but worked out great for us.
That's not the same play from the Super Bowl. Right?
No, that was a deep corner. That was a
It
different.
was about the same distance.
It was about the same distance. Yeah, it was. It was about the same thing.
One more about that Tampa game last year. The first play didn't go nearly as well as the rest of the game.
I
for Brock.
disagree. It was a 15-yard explosive play.
That's what Kyle said. Yes,
Yeah,
but
it was a great play.
you were. I'm guessing you were in the huddle right after that.
I was laughing at Brock.
Okay.
I was like, hey, man, you deserve that. You called the wrong play, dog. Weren't supposed to change it, and you did.
And how was he? And what could have been a flustering moment?
The one thing about, like, when you get hit, it definitely wakes you up, and it kind of, I don't know if that, like, just flips the sense of urgency switch in your head. And I think he was just like, all right, well, I got to dial it in. I can't make that mistake again. And, fortunately he didn't, and he's just been playing with a sense of urgency ever since.
Speaking of urgency,
Yes?
you got 2 games in the span of 5 days.
Yeah.
I asked Trent about it. He goes, hey, man, everybody's got to do it.
It's football, baby. I wouldn't ask for anything else, man. I got to play football, Sunday, Mondays, and Thursdays, and probably it's Saturday at some point. But I wouldn't change that for anything in the world, man.
You got a game on Thanksgiving. I'm just wondering, you ever played on Thanksgiving?
No,
At any level?
I'm more of a Black Friday guy. When I was at Iowa, that's when we played, and just beat the hell out of Nebraska every single time.
All right.